Good afternoon. I am broadcasting using the computer, so I think the quality of the image is not going to be as good as the other videos that were used with the cell phone. I am trying to find a way to transmit using the laptop. Today, I'm going to announce that we are opening church this weekend for the celebration of public mass and sacrament of reconciliation, receiving confessions and giving absolution, starting Saturday, May the 9th. Thank you very much to people who have donated the products for cleaning and disinfecting. Without your help, we were not able to start the public celebration sacraments this weekend. We had a lot of people donating. Thank you for all your support. And yesterday we had a meeting with the leaders of the different groups and ministries to plan the opening for this weekend. And God willing, everything is ready to start celebrating the sacraments. Confessions Saturday from 4 to 5:30, English Mass at 6 p.m., and I am adding an Spanish Mass on Saturdays 8 p.m. while we are in this unusual situation of the pandemic. On Sundays we have the regular schedule of Masses, Spanish 7 a.m., 9 a.m., English 11 a.m., and Spanish 1 p.m. I am asking if you are a bilingual person, consider attending English Mass, Saturday 6 p.m. or Sunday 11 a.m. In that way, we can maximize the use of the facilities. Opening to public mass, it doesn't mean coming back to the regular life of the parish, not yet. We have some limits and some guidelines that we need to follow. We have some norms from the state of Texas and some guidelines from Cardinal DiNardo that we need to apply in order to open the church. First of all, we can open the church using only the 25% capacity of the facilities. I think it's very important to underline that Cardinal DiNardo has granted dispensation for anyone not comfortably coming to Mass yet. So the obligation of attending Mass on Sundays and the obligation is lifted. Stay home and you can keep watching the Mass on TV or internet. Also, people 65 years old or older stay home and stay safe. People with health risks, people suffering from asthma, diabetes, having chronic problems of lungs, kidney, liver, please stay home. And you can keep following the Mass via the internet. People who have symptoms of illness like fever, sneezing, coughing, or have been in contact with a person sick with coronavirus 19, please stay home. It's an act of charity if you stay home avoiding other people to be sick. I think with this, we can now go in the way that we are going to celebrate the sacraments this weekend. As I said before, we can use the facilities only in a 25% of their capacity. It means in the church we can seat 120 people, in the small hall 75 people. And the guidelines to keep safety are that people attending wear a mask at all times. It's important to have a mask covering nose and mouth and that you wear all the time you are in the church. Also, entering the church, the welcoming and hospitality ministry is going to give you hand sanitizer and then they are going to lead you in the church. Not all the views are going to be used, so you need to follow instructions in what area you can sit. Families can be seated together, individuals can need to be seated, keeping always a distance of 6 feet between one and another. The same if the family sits, we need to keep the social distance for the next group or the next individuals. For the Holy Communion, we are going to start for areas of the church, starting to the left, then the center left, center right, and then the right side of the church. According to the pews, always keeping 6 feet of distance between one person and the others, or the families can come together. Holy Communion is going to take longer than usual because only the priest and the deacons are going to be able to give communion, extraordinary ministers of Holy Communion, and not serving in this moment. For communion, keep your mask. You receive the Holy Communion in your hand, move to the side, take the mask off, receive communion, put your mask, and go to your place and sit. I think we can make things a little faster if one person receives the communion, move to the left, the other receive communion, and move to the right. It's important that we don't hold hands in the Our Father or shake hands in the silent peace. At the end of the Mass, also we are going to leave in order, starting with the pews at the back of the church. We are going to have collection, but the basket is not going to pass. So we are going to set a table at the entrance of the church or at the back of the room with the baskets for the first and second collection, and you can put your collection entering or leaving the church. After the Mass, please don't socialize, go directly to your vehicle because the Ministry of Cleaning need to clean and disinfect the church for the next Mass. And we need to do it very quickly in order that we keep the hours of the Masses. I think that is everything about the celebration of Mass. Yesterday we discussed in the meeting with the leaders that it is convenient that at this moment you don't bring little children. It's better that if you have children, stay home. Maybe children 7 years and older that can wear a mask at all times and be seated with the family. Also the question about receiving communion in the tongue. At this moment, we are going to distribute Holy Communion only in the hand because the risk of illness. If for any reason you cannot or don't want to receive Holy Communion in your hand, you need to just keep receiving the spiritual communion until communion in the tongue is allowed. About the sacrament of confession, I am starting Saturday, May the 9th, 4 p.m., but I am not going to be seated in the confessional box. It is too small. I am going to be seated in the cry room. And to enter the church for confession, the same. Use a mask at all times. Use hand sanitizer when you enter the church. And keep the distance of 6 feet between one person and the next. The entrance is going to be for the door inside the church. You celebrate the sacrament and you left through the door that leads to the main door of the church. If you have any questions, please call to the parish and leave me a message, or in the Facebook of St. Mark the Evangelist, you can also send a message. We are needing volunteers to help cleaning and disinfecting church after every Mass and making everything ready for next Mass. If you can help, again, call the number of the parish or send a message to the Facebook of the parish. Thank you very much for all your support, and hopefully we are starting the public celebration of the sacraments this weekend. And God bless you.